Hey, Isaac. Thanks for taking the time today.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll get started here with Ed Kratz and then Chris Franklin.
Hey,
Sounds
Isaac.
good. What's going
Hi,
on?
how you doing? Good, man. Thanks for doing this. Just want to ask you, Jason Kelsey always talks about how he feels like you're kind of an underrated part of this offensive line, and it shouldn't be the way it is. But how do you feel about that and maybe being kind of the underdog on a line? It's, a lot of other parts get acclaim.
Yeah, man. I try not to worry about any of that stuff. I try to lock into what I'm doing and what my job is. How can I perform at the highest level? How can I improve every day? As great as a team sport football is, it really comes down to those individual matchups and you versus the guy across from you, especially in the offensive line. So, for me, it's focusing on my craft, focusing on my job, my assignment, all that stuff, and everything else will take care of itself.
If I could just follow up, do you feel like you use that maybe as a little motivation, during the off season in your quest to work on your craft and improve?
First of all, I'm truly blessed to come to a place where you have guys like Kelsey and Brandon. I played next to JP and Lane. It's not like that at a lot of places where you have these super talented, best at what they do guys that are also willing to take on younger guys like myself and teach and educate and mentor. So I'm more blessed and thankful than anything. The only competitor, other than on Sundays is the Isaac of today. The Isaac of yesterday, how can I, improve from that? So that's kind of my mentality about it.
Go ahead, Chris, and then Bo.
Hey, Isaac, you guys are taking on the 49ers for the second straight year. Have you seen any changes in them schematically with D'Amico Ryans being the defensive coordinator now as opposed to what you saw with Robert Saleh last season?
Yeah, it's a little different for me just because I was hurt for that game last year and not as super involved. But I will say, up front, they're solid. They obviously have a bunch of good players. They play hard. I think it'll be, a good game. This is what you kind of look forward to, playing against good players and, the scheme, they're going to get off the rock and, attack. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Bo and then Martin.
Isaac, Jason was telling us about, losing his bet, and that's why he's got the blonde hair. I'm curious if you have any bet with your sister this week.
Nah, man, it's all family. You know what I'm saying? My family's my biggest support system. Obviously, she works for the Niners, so, she's going to root for the people that's paying the salary and the paycheck. But at the end of the day, if I'm talking to my family, I'd rather talk about stuff other than football. You know what I'm saying? But no animosity there.
How proud of you? How proud of her are you? For what she's done. Obviously, there aren't too many women in roles like that. And what was it like for her, sort of growing up as the girl in that football household?
Yeah, super proud of her, man. She, she's climbed the ranks. She is really good at what she does, and as she enjoys it, and I think that's the biggest thing. If you can come to work and enjoy what you do, and have people pay you for it, then I think you're living a pretty good life. So I'm super proud of her, definitely.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Martin, and then John.
Hey, Isaac. As a guy who's played next to Jordan, last year and obviously this year, how far have you seen him come since he's been here, and what did you guys think about his new contract extension?
Jordan, man, the not a good enough good things I could say about him, man. This dude so for some guy that's just started playing football, his ceiling is so high, and he's really just scratching the surface of what he can do. He showed it last year. He showed it last weekend. The contract extension is humongous, not only for himself and, the standard and the expectations, but for his family, for, the name on his back, for the people in his household. It's huge. It's the biggest deal, to kind of provide for the people around you like that, and can't be more proud of him, man. He's come a long way, and he's only going to get better, which is awesome to see.
Go ahead, John, and then Ed.
Hey, Isaac. You just talked about Jordan a little bit in his development. Curious what Stout's coaching has done for your development over the years, and how you felt when he was coming back, because he had other options in the offseason, the fact that he came back with you guys again.
Yeah, I mean, Stalin has been integral to the football player I am today. You know, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing as well as I am if it wasn't for him. You know, he truly cares about each individual on and off the field. But I mean, he coaches the heck out of guys, and that's something you want. You don't want a guy that's just there for a paycheck. He's here for us. He's here to service us, and you know, I just try to be a sponge every day, and with him and the older guys, and learn as much as I can. You know, and be confident in what I'm doing.
Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, hey, Isaac. Kelsey reminded us today that your first year, or even into your second year, you were played guard, center, tackle, even tight end, and some jumbo packages. So, how does it feel to have settled in, kind of as a guard on this team, and just playing that one position? And then secondly, PFF, Pro Football Focus, had you ranked as the #1 guard coming out of the Atlanta game. Did you feel like it was your best game of your career?
What was the first part of the question? My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, it's a lot. Kelsey had talked about you playing every position on the O-line. How does it feel to have settled in at the that left guard spot? How beneficial is that for you?
Yeah, it feels really good. You know what I mean, to be able to lock into one position, and you know, the fine details, the subtleties of the position, and you know what I can work on in the off season, how I can continually work to get better during the season, and having a lot of confidence. I think that's the biggest thing. Is as an offensive lineman, man, you got to be confident. You know, especially in all those one-on-one matchups. You got to have that mentality of being a dog out there. You know, and getting after guys. And then, man, the PFF. Here's the deal, man. This dude Brandon Brooks has been the best guard for the past 3-4 years, and it's just, regardless of what PFF or whatever says, like, that dude, you know, I watch him. That's what I'm saying, I'm so lucky and blessed to watch him work every day, because, I mean, it's not even close with him and the rest of the league. So, you know, PFF is whatever to me. I'm locked into what I'm doing, you know. You know, tide goes up and down. I want to be constant. I want to be composed. I want to be the same guy every day and work on my craft and getting better.
Do you feel like it might have been your best game, though, when you look back at the tape and you saw what the type of game you played? Do you think it was one of your better ones?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I try to, you know, we get 24 hours to think on a game, and then after that, you know, I've been on San Francisco probably for the last, like, 48 hours, and all I care about is, you know, us getting the W, and that's what we got. So I'm on to San Fran.
Thanks, Isaac.
Are there any other questions for Isaac? No? All right. Thanks for the time, Isaac.
Appreciate it, guys.